Hey guys, welcome to our Plexus new ambassador training. I am Stacy Hodge, Emerald Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and I'm excited to be here tonight to share some information with you that hopefully is going to help you get going in your business, or even if you're just wholesale, we'll give you some information to help you along your journey. We're going to jump right in. Let's talk about duplication. We have a little ambassador checklist that when you bring someone new into the company, there's a few things that we want to do. We want to kind of do the same thing every time so that when they begin bringing people into the company, they will do the same thing that you have done. We call that duplication, obviously. So first thing, we want to schedule a time to sit down and talk, discuss their goals and their plans and, what they have in mind for their business or for their journey with the products. And then sit down and talk about how they can achieve those goals, how best to achieve those goals. Make sure that you add them to the Dream Makers page. That is our team page. Stephanie is my sister. She's also an Emerald Ambassador. And we run our business together. We are power partners and accountability partners. I think it's one of the most amazing things you can do is run your business with a partner. But she and I run the Dream Makers page together. And so you'll see a lot of posts from her and from me both. But make sure that you add your new people to that page, even if they're not interested in working a business, even if they're just a wholesale ambassador or wholesale customer, then we still want to add them to that page because something may spark their interest if we do a contest or just some information that we share there. So make sure you add them to the Dream Makers page. And we also have a Dream Makers for Beginners page. This is a non-interactive page. You're not going to comment on those posts and things like that, but it just has a few posts. It's easy for you to go back and look at, just give you some information again to help you get started. We want to train and equip our ambassadors to be successful and to follow a system. And there's also on the Dream Makers page, there's also there'll be a pinned post each month. The pinned post, if you're on your phone, you'll have to click on the little right under the header, it says pinned post. But if you're on a computer, that's going to be the very first post that shows up on a group page. That will be changed out each month, and we want to tag our new ambassadors there when we sign them, when we add them to the page. Make sure you tag them in that post because that post has lots of videos, training, information that they'll find helpful as well to the beginning of their journey. So make sure that you tag them in the comments of that post each month after they've joined. We also want to help encourage them and help them with their first post, even if it's just about, hey, I'm starting a new journey, if they're not really interested in business yet. And if they are interested in the business, help them with their words and what they may want to say to put themselves out there and to let people know that, hey, I'm starting something new and I would love to have you join me. We want to teach and train everyone to sign ambassadors with a welcome pack and a subscription order in place. There's a couple of reasons for this, but the most important is the welcome pack is just a great deal. It is below wholesale cost, and it's just going to help you get your products in your hands. I mean, it's like the best coupon that we have, and we don't want to pass that opportunity up. If for any reason they did not get a welcome pack when they joined, you have 30 days to go back and purchase that welcome pack. You can do so by calling customer service, or you should be able to see at the top when you log into your back office, your virtual office, you should see a tab there under shopping for your welcome pack if you have not purchased it. But we also want to set up a subscription order. This is something that a lot of people are scared of, but there's no reason to be scared of. Plexus is different. They are not going to pressure you into or lock you into purchasing products that you don't want. So everything, our subscriptions, our products are highly customizable. So you can change it as you need to. You can take away, add something, stop it, pause it. Whatever you need to do, you're in complete control of your account with Plexus. But we think a subscription order is important because it is going to keep you getting your products. the most important thing you can do is be consistent with your products. So we don't want you running out, right? So set up your subscription order. If when you bring someone into the company, if they have not done that, reach out to them and help them get that set up. I think, it's very important that all ambassadors be a product of the product. The best way that you can market your product, or, even just if you're here just for the health journey, the best way you can do that is if you're taking your products consistently. So being the product of the product is very important. Get your products in your hand as soon as possible. And also, when you order a welcome pack, you're going to get the success kit. The success kit, I usually have it with me when I do these trainings, but it comes with a lot of great information to help you get started. Somebody says, well, okay, I signed up, now what do I do? It is in your success kit. It's got a quick start guide with the top 10 things you can do. And then it's also got a more detailed success guide to help you get started. So make sure that when you order your welcome pack, when it comes in, take a moment to sit down and read through those materials, because you're going to find them very, very helpful. When you invest in your business, you're going to be more willing to commit to that business and seeing it succeed. And we want you to be successful, no matter if you're wholesale or if you're in it for hopefully to grow a business. We want to help you be successful, however that looks for you. Still talking about duplication, talking about social media and how to utilize it best for your business, or even if you are just involved in the health journey and you want people to follow you on that journey. People want to see what you're doing. They're going to be very interested. Everybody's looking for a way to feel better, to have more energy, to be without pain and discomfort. So we've got a lot of products that are going to help people feel better, and they're going to want to watch and see what you're doing. So share that. Don't be afraid to share that with other people. But when it comes to working your business, we want you to put it out there. The best way you can do that is to utilize social media. It's free. You don't have to pay to utilize social media. So when you begin using it, we want you to be consistent. Don't post once every other week, or once, every other Friday or something like that. People want to know what you're doing, but they also want to see you be consistent, because they want to know if it's something that you're really going to stick with. Is it something they even need to be interested in? Is she really serious about this? Or is it just some other, product that's going to fall by the wayside? We celebrated 10 years this year. I can assure you we're not going anywhere. We hope you don't either. But when they see you consistently posting about how Plexus is helping you in your life, or even in your financial situation, then that's going to breed comfort to them. They're going to say, oh, okay, well, there must be something to this. Maybe I am interested. A lot of people say, well, I just, don't want people unfriending me, or I'm just uncomfortable putting my business out there. You don't have to, but I'll tell you this. I've gained more friends than I've lost. And if they're not interested in supporting you on your journey, we're not trying to shove products down people's throats. We just want to help people, but we only want to help the people that want to be helped, right? So I'm not necessarily worried about offending anybody. Belief in blessings. If they're truly your friend, then they're going to support you. Those who post consistently are the most successful. So be strategic. We don't want you to spam your friends. Nobody likes being spammed, right? Those messages that you get, you're like, ugh, no, I'm not interested in that. Sorry. But don't spam your friends. If you want to reach out to them and talk to them about what you're doing, just be authentic. Just talk with them and just be you, and don't try to send them a bunch of salesy looking ads, because people don't like that. If you're not getting if you start posting on social media and you're not getting a lot of interaction, don't be discouraged. A lot of times people are just afraid to comment or to like your post, because they're also afraid about what other people are going to think. But don't be discouraged. And if you need some help on your social media posts, don't be afraid to reach out and ask. In our chat groups or in the Dream Makers page, say, hey, I just posted, something on my page, and I would really like, if y'all could come love on my post, and we'll come and help comment and like your post, and hopefully drum up some extra excitement. We ask that you do not share our posts. And what we mean by that is not the content, but the actual clicking on the share button. The reason we don't want you to do that is because we don't want your potential customers or ambassadors being confused about who they should contact. We want them to contact you, of course, not me because you shared my post. So make sure you know how to copy and paste. You can use anything you see any of us posting, me, Stephanie, or any of the other Plexus ambassadors that you may be friends with. But copy and paste what you see us post. Don't click the share button. So if you need help with that, please don't hesitate to reach out. We do not mind helping you learn how to do that. What to do when someone shows interest. Okay, so you've started posting and you've got some people who are interested, and you're like, okay, I'm brand new, I have no idea what to do. Well, that's what we're here for. Add them to a three-way chat or a three-way call with your sponsor. And I would just suggest this. Don't ask them. And I say that in a way that we don't want to pressure anybody into anything. Just say, hey, if they've commented, we don't want to give away too much information on in the public eye. We want to take it to a private chat or a private call. And the reason for that is we don't want to give too much information away, because someone else may have the same question, and if you answer it right there, they're less likely to contact you personally. So add them to a three-way call or chat. Just say, once they start asking questions, say, hey, I'm brand new at this. I'm just getting started. I don't want to give you the wrong answer or any misinformation. Let's chat together with my friend Stacy or my friend Stephanie or whoever your sponsor may be, and say, we're going to, get together and chat. If you want to do a phone call, then, get with them and say what time is best for you. I've got a potential who's got some questions. I'd really like to utilize you. We do not mind doing that. Matter of fact, we love doing it. Three-way calls and chats are very successful. I would venture to say very close to 100%. It's not often that you go through a three-way chat or call and it doesn't end with a purchase or someone joining the team. So make sure that you reach out when someone comments or posts or asks a question. Go ahead and add them to three-way chat and keep it going from there. And do not forget to follow up. We'll talk about that in a minute. But keep a list. This is something that I did not do in the beginning, but it didn't take me long to get started. Keep a list of people who have liked your post or commented on your post, people that you've had a conversation with, or somebody that you bumped into at the market, and whatever. Keep a list of people that have asked questions, who have liked your post, who have even you've reached out to and have said no. Keep them on the list, because a no doesn't mean no. It just means not yet. I haven't made up my mind. And all of that. And make sure that you continue to keep those lists. Always be adding someone to your list. We call that your funnel. You always want to be putting people in your funnel, and then you want to keep them hopefully ordering product or joining your team. But you're always adding people to that list. It's always alive and changing. Here's your follow-up statistics, and here's why we say that following up is so important. Even if someone says, no, thank you, not right now, I'm not interested, whatever their response may be, it does not mean you mark their name off the list. You keep their name on the list and you continue to follow up with them. You do not have to puke Plexus at them. You do not even have to mention Plexus, but ever so often you're going to want to reach out to them and you're going to want to say, hey, how are you doing? Or happy Monday, I hope you had a great weekend. Or I saw your post about your cat, your dog, your kid, your birthday party, your wedding, whatever it is, your beach trip, whatever. I saw your post about that. Looked like you had a whole lot of fun. Do that on Messenger. There's a reason for that too. That's very strategic, because when you are having conversations with people on Facebook Messenger, Facebook algorithms say that is an important person to you and that you're an important person to them, and your posts will begin showing up in their news feeds. That increases their exposure to the things that you're posting, the things that you're talking about. So following up, why is it important? Statistics show that 48% of people never follow up. If they reached out once and somebody said, nope, not right now, no thank you, they quit. I'm out. Don't like that. Nobody really likes being turned down, but trust me when I say do not take it personal. They're not saying no to you. They're just saying, I've not had an experience that has made me believe that I need your product or your opportunity right now. 25% of people go on to make a second contact, and then when it doesn't go their way, they quit. 12% continue on to make that third contact, but then they stop, and only 10% go further than that. Here's the flip side of that. Here's why we say never give up and never quit. 2% of sales are made on the first contact. That means there's not very many people that say, okay, yeah, you offered it to me, I'll take it, and make it that easy. It's just not that easy. 3% will go ahead and make their purchase or join your team on the second contact. 5% of sales are made on the third contact. 10% are made on the fourth contact. And y'all, a whopping 80% of people end up purchasing or joining your team on the 5th through the 12th contact. I really hope that y'all take that information in and understand that it doesn't happen at the snap of a finger. Take yourself into consideration. How long did it take you to join after you first saw your first post or the first person reached out to you? Don't take it personally when someone says, no, thank you, not right now. That doesn't mean, like I said, you mark them off the list. You continue reaching out to them. You continue saying, hey, how are you? If you have a special, you reach out to them. Send them a voice message on Facebook, on Messenger, and say, hey, I was just thinking about you today. I had a scripture in mind, or we're having a special today. I'd really love to tell you about it. We've got a lot of great information, great ways that you can reach out to people without being really invasive on our space. But do not give up. Continue reaching out. Between the 5th and the 12th contact is where you're going to get more acceptance of what you're offering. So do not give up. You're going to reap what you sow. Every moment, just like, I tell people all the time, my Plexus business very, very closely mirrors my faith and my ministry. You're constantly sowing seeds. You're constantly planting seeds and reaching out to people and talking to people and all of that kind of stuff. So it's an ongoing. There's not a beginning and an end. It's just constantly growing and changing. I gotta answer a quick message. Never stops, right? But you're going to get what you put in. So make sure that you're planting seeds every day, because you're going to reap what you harvest. And if you're not reaching out to people, Stephanie said she's on. Hey, Stephanie, glad you joined me. If you're not reaching out to people, if you're not planting seeds, if you're not just, like I said, you don't have to bombard people with Plexus. You just have to plant seeds. You just have to keep posting. You just have to keep reaching out. You just have to keep following up. So make sure that you're doing that. Make sure that you never stop. You're going to get what you put in. So if you're not putting in the time, then you're not going to get anything out of it. So make sure that you're putting in the time. Knowledge is power. So if we have meetings like we have right now, attend those meetings. If you can't attend them, go back and listen to the recording. You can do that very easily while you're getting dressed in the morning, while you're soaking in the tub, while you're working out, walking on the treadmill. Excuse me just a second, guys. Hi. While you're getting dressed in the morning, putting on your makeup, using the bathroom. I catch myself hiding in the bathroom quite a lot, listening to just trainings and inspirational videos. There's tons of it out there. Stephanie and I are always posting it on the page and in our chat groups. We're always sharing videos, sharing information. The more knowledge you have, the more confident you're going to be with reaching out and talking to people, striking up a conversation, or even bringing it up in a conversation. People say they find that difficult. The only reason you find that difficult is because you've not listened to enough testimonies. You've not listened to enough trainings or you've not read enough about the product. I'm not saying you have to know everything, because you definitely do not have to know everything. You don't have to know all the ingredients. You don't have to know it all, but you do have to have some knowledge, because you're going to be more confident with your conversations with people. It's going to be easier to bring it up in the middle of a conversation because you're going to have confidence about it. You're going to be passionate about it because you've heard testimonies of it changing people's lives. Just a minute, please. Okay, guys, sorry. I've got 3 boys over here playing games, and they're arguing about it quietly, but they're arguing. It's the joy of doing this business. It's the joy of doing this business. I can do it at home, and yes, I do have kids, and life still goes on. So that's part of the joy of it. But so attend meetings, ask questions, spend time in your back office. Also spend time on your website. I think this is very important, because if you're going to have customers and potentials visiting your website, you need to know what it looks like. You need to know how to direct them and where to tell them to go to find certain things that you've discussed in your conversations. So be knowledgeable about your website and your virtual office, where to find things. There is a ton of information in your virtual office. If you log in, go to your virtual office and then go to your knowledge base. There's so much information there. That's where our compensation plan is. That's where our pricing list is, and so much other information. So make sure you check back there. If and when you're ready to start sharing and you're not sure what to say or what to do, go again, log into your back office, go to your sharing Plexus, go to your virtual office, and then sharing products. And then there's tons of very cute, beautiful pictures and videos and different information that you can share directly from your back office to any of your social media pages. And then when someone comes across it and they click on it, it takes them directly to your website. So tons of great information out there. You do not have to make things up. You do not have to reinvent the wheel. It is there for you. So be active on our team pages. We also are always sharing training and tips and videos and things like that. If you do not know, please ask. That is what our group page is for. It's not just for us to share information with you, but it's for you to be able to talk about what you're happy about, talk about what you do not understand, post things that you're excited about. If you have, or you've reached a new goal, whether it be in your health journey or your business, share that with us. We want to celebrate with you. Product knowledge. We talked about this a little bit. Oh, I need to update that picture, don't I? We sure do. Being a product of the product, we've already touched on that. Knowing your products and knowing the information, where to go get it. Keys to success. I think the most successful thing you can do is make up your mind that you're going to be successful. Decide to commit yourself to this business. There have been people that have replaced 20, 30, 40 years worth of, climbing that corporate ladder in just 2 or 3 years with Plexus. It can be done. But be professional. Treat your business like a business. I tell people all the time, you can work your business part-time. You can work your business full-time, but you cannot work your business sometimes. Consistency is key. Just a minute, please. Again, off. Cut it off, going yonder. Not another question. Work your business part-time. You can work your business full-time, but you cannot do it every once in a while. You have to be consistent with working your business. That can be 10 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day. It can be an hour a day. It can be 5 hours a day. Whatever you have to commit to your business is going to be okay. You can make a successful business by doing it 30 minutes a day. You truly can. You just have to take that 30 minutes and actually get to work. We'll share with you what you need to do within that 30 minutes or an hour, or however much time you have to commit. We'll share that with you a little bit later. But be consistent. Keep in touch with your customers, following up. We talked about that already. And customers who are happy with their products, ask them. Don't be afraid to reach out and say, hey, would you like to get your products at wholesale? And if they're not interested, that's fine. Ask them if they have referrals. Ask them if they have friends or family members or coworkers that may be interested in what you have to offer. The second most important thing that you can do after committing yourself and deciding that you're going to succeed is to never give up. So often we hit a brick wall, or we just think, oh my goodness, I just don't think I'm ever going to make it, or whatever. We all have bad days. That's okay. Nobody's perfect. But do not give up. You never know how close you are to a breakthrough. A little bit about the compensation plan. I'm not going to go deep. I'm not going to go as deep as I usually do. We can discuss comp plan on another training a little more in detail if y'all are interested. We also have our full compensation plan in the back office that you can read over, and that's what I suggest you do. I read over it numerous times before I completely understood it, and the more I started getting paid, the more I started understanding how the compensation plan works. But basically, if you work your business, you're going to get paid, and you're going to get paid very well. We get paid 11 different ways. We get paid through retail commission, so everything that we purchase, even our own wholesale purchases, everything that customers purchase, everything that goes through our website, we're going to get paid. Everything over the first $100, we get paid commission on, 15% up to $499. And you reach 25% as soon as you reach 500 in purchases and sales. And that's 25% of everything over that first 100. So you've got a quick start to making some really good money. We tell people to set a goal of $500 every month. That's easily done with your own personal products and just a few customers on the triplex or any of our other combos out there. We also get paid through preferred customer bonuses. When someone purchases preferred through you, they're going to save 15%, but you're also going to make a big bonus on that purchase. Every month that their order ships, you get that bonus. We also get paid through business building bonuses. Of course, if you're growing your business, you're going to get paid very well, and this is where some of the big bucks can come in also. Each time someone you bring into the company purchases a welcome pack, half of that goes to the company, half of that purchase goes to 4 levels above that person. So as a sponsor, you're going to get $25 for a $99 welcome pack, and you're going to get $50 for a $199 welcome pack. And the more of that money trickles up. 3 levels above you will get a percentage. So if somebody on your second or third level joins and purchases a welcome pack, you get paid on that. That's a lot of fun. We get those little emails saying, congratulations, you've got money. And those are really fun to get. They come in weekly. Those business building bonuses are paid out the Friday following the week of activity. So if someone joins your team this week, next week on Friday, you're going to get paid for that. So that's a lot of fun. We can get paid up to 5 times a month. The rest of our commissions are paid out once a month on the 15th following the month. So all of our months go from the first of the month through the last day of the month. So say for this month, the month of July, it ends on the 31st. We will get paid for July on August 15th. Another way we get paid is for retail override commission. So everyone that you personally bring into the company, that is your level 1, you're going to make 5% of everything that they have go through their website also. So if they have $500 in PV that month, you're going to get 5% of that. So that's another great way that we can make a lot of money as well. We also get one-time achievement bonuses. So each time as you start building your company, building your team, each time you reach a new rank in the company, you get a bonus for that. Starting with silver, that means you've personally sponsored 3 people into the company. So the one-time achievement bonuses are really fun to get as well. And then we also have a fast start achievement bonus. So each time you reach one of those new ranks within your first 30 days, and we've had a lot of people do it, gold, senior gold, ruby, senior ruby, anytime you reach one of those ranks, then that achievement bonus gets doubled. So that's a lot of fun. That can make for quite a large check getting started in your first 30 days as well. Our pay points. Okay. This is where a lot of fun happens. Every time you personally sponsor into someone in the company, they're your level 1. If they sponsor someone, that's your level 2, and all the way down. We get paid through our level 7, depending on what rank you are. Once you reach gold, you're getting paid through your level 5, and it goes down to 7, I think, at ruby or senior ruby. But for each level is worth a different point. You get 5 levels for your first, 5 points for your first 3 levels, and then it goes down a point each level from there. Our pay points differ every month, but they average somewhere around, to $83. So, like say you have 3 people on your level 1, then that's 15 points, and you'll get paid $3 for each point each month that they have at least $100 or more in sales or purchases. Our compensation plan highlight, this is our summary chart. You can find this again in your back office, your virtual office, under your knowledge base. But this kind of goes through each rank, the requirements to get to each rank, and what you'll need to get there, what your bonus will be, and how many levels deep you get paid for each one of those. Like I said, growing your team is where the big bucks happen. And the higher you go, of course, the bigger the paycheck, and the bigger the bonus as well. The top 3 ranks are extremely exciting. My first major goal that I set with Plexus was an emerald, and I made it there in 18 months. It was very exciting. I celebrated every level, and I just thought, oh, I'll never get to the next. Oh, I'll never get to the next. But it did happen, and it's very exciting. Like I said, I won't go through each one of these, but I say that one of the most important things you can do is set a goal, give it a timeline and a date, and then break down that goal and see what it takes to get there. It can be very exciting and very lucrative to grow your team with Plexus. A little bit about the top 3 levels of the company. When I first joined, there were only a handful of emeralds. There were no diamonds, and sapphire was not even a rank yet. They added that later on. But I made that my first goal. It was very exciting. My very first trip to my very first Plexus convention was in 2013 in New Orleans, and they named our first diamond that year, and that was Sheila Medina. She's an amazing woman, and now we have over 700 in the top 3 ranks. And the reason I tell you guys this is because, and I've been with the company for 6 years, so that's a lot of moving and a lot of shaking in 6 years. There's still plenty of room at the top. I want to say our top 3 ranks, our earners are like 2% of the company. So guys, I'm just telling you, there's a whole lot of room still up here at the top for you. And I would love to see you guys reach the rank that you have set in your mind. When you reach the level of emerald, you can start getting a lot of extra bonuses and a lot of perks, and the perks can be a lot of fun. One of those perks is you earn a Plexus Lexus that's Plexus branded, of course. You go pick it out. You have certain ones that you can choose from. You also earn a yearly trip to Hawaii. That trip is amazing. They take it in September each year. And then you also earn a profit sharing in the Emerald Pool. They take, and I don't think I said this before, but of the total profit of the company, 50% goes to the company, 50% is paid back to the ambassadors. It is unlike any other compensation plan out there. And of that 50% that goes to the ambassadors, they take 5% off the top. 3% is shared among just the emeralds. So that's quite a steep bonus added to your check each month. And then from there, you can go to sapphire. Then you'll get the Emerald pool, plus another 1% is shared between the Sapphires. They also still get the Lexus stipend. They still earn the Hawaii trip each month. And then the top level of the company is Diamond. You're still going to earn that Emerald share. My husband's home. You're going to earn that Emerald share. You're going to earn that another 1% that the Sapphire share, but then you're also going to share 1 more percent that's just Diamonds. So once you reach that top level, the bonuses are just out there. You also get an extra stipend each month for a Diamond level Lexus, which is, again, this certain ones that you can choose from. You still earn your Hawaii trip each year. You have an exclusive Diamond trip each year now. And then you can also re-enter into the company. Once you reach the very top level, you get to so many points, then you can re-enter under yourself and begin growing again. Right now we have 2 double diamonds that have reached the top rank twice. And we've got one that's a diamond sapphire, and we've got some others that are rising up in the ranks. We've got some on our team that are diamond ruby, diamond, I think we have a senior ruby. I can't keep up anymore. Diamond gold. Anyway, it can be done. That's what I want you guys to understand. It can be done by people just like me and you with no formal training. I'm not good at sales. I'm not good at this and that and the other. And when I joined Plexus, my bubble was this big. So I've learned and I've grown a lot throughout my journey, and you can too. If I can do it, you can. This income disclosure statement is from 2015. We've had one updated since then. The numbers are a little bit different, but we'll use this one for now. I just want you to see a little bit about what each rank earns. And this is an annual income. All the way, let's skip to the third one. As a silver ambassador, this means that you've personally brought 3 people into the company, and that's very easy to do. A lot of people do that within their first, 30 days easily. Some blow that out of the water, excuse me. But a silver ambassador is making about $5,000 a year. That's not a ton of money, but that's extra money, and I don't, all extra money helps my household, so I'm sure it does yours as well. The next rank is a gold ambassador, and you can see there that they're earning about $12,000 a year. That's about $1,000 extra a month. And guys, that's about 20 people on your first 3 levels. That's easily done by you and a couple more friends. Think about what you can do with $1,000 extra a month. Seriously. I mean, that can, makes a big impact on my family. But we'll jump up to Emerald Ambassador. The top 3 ranks of the company is where the income, actually, let's talk about Senior Ruby. A Senior Ruby Ambassador is making about $55,000 a year. That's more than most, corporate level, people are making. I know when I left the corporate world, I wasn't quite making $55,000 a year. So, that's a big deal. Like I said, Emerald Ambassadors, I think it's changed now to 109. It's somewhere around 109 that they're earning a year. But guys, $109,000 a year, that makes a big impact on your family. That's around between $9,000 and $10,000 a month per month. Imagine what you can do with that income, my friends. That's life-changing. That's helping your kids go to college. That's paying off major debt. That's taking vacations you've never taken before. That's, sharing in your ministry. That's tithing bigger. It's helping people in whatever way that you see that. I mean, I just would like for you to take a few moments and just imagine yourself there, because it's absolutely attainable with a little bit of work. Like I said, I made it in 18 months, and that's very doable. But jumping up to the top level of the company, diamonds, they're making around $430,000 a year. And I say this every time. I do not know what I would do with $430,000 a year, but I really want to find out. I really do. I know that that's like major life change. And I'd really like to see what I could do and what God could do with that kind of income. And I believe I will one day. We talked a little bit about Plexus Trips, but all through the ranks, it doesn't matter if you just joined the company or if you've been with us for a while. Everybody can earn Plexus Trip. We have Silver Star Trip for the person who helps the most people on their first 4 levels reach silver. They get to go on a trip to corporate and get to spend a couple of days there, smooching with our corporate executives and just touring the home office there in Arizona. You get some spending money, and I think they give you a spa day, and you get to eat dinner with the execs and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun. We have our Plexus convention every year in June. It's a different location each year. Last year it was this year, in June, it was in Orlando. We have our leaders retreat. Again, that's somewhere different this year. It's going to be a legacy. It's going to be a cruise. Amazing. That's just going to be an awesome trip. We talked about the Emerald Extravaganza each year in Hawaii in September, and the Diamond Destination usually is the week before the Emerald Extravaganza trip. But guys, the sky is the limit. When you join and you purchase a welcome pack, you get a success kit. We talked a little bit about that earlier. It comes with product cards that have great information. If you have no idea what to say about a product, your product card tells you exactly what you can say and some tips to help you. It comes with a catalog that shows all of our products and talks about the pricing and the information about each product. It comes with the In Motion magazine, which is a rank up roadmap that kind of helps you map out exactly how you can get to silver and get to gold and get to ruby and exactly what you need to do to reach each one of those ranks. So make sure, like I said, when you get your welcome pack, open up that success kit and go through it. Contact your sponsor and sit down and talk about, this is my goal. This is what I want to reach. This is when I want to reach it. Let's get me there. We talk about each day spending time working your business. This is important. Again, if you only have 30 minutes a day, you can do it. If you really hunker down and take that 30 minutes and make it productive. We talk about IPAs. That's our income producing activities. These are activities that is going to help you grow your business. Reaching out to people, you set the pace. It's up to you how many you want to reach out to each day, or if you want to do it bulk, you want to take, as on Fridays is my reach out day. I'm going to reach out to 20 people or however many people is comfortable for you. You set your own pace. Daily posting on social media, whether that's whatever that looks like. Not as we want it to be personal. How is Plexus impacting you and your friends? And then following up with people. It's easy to do. We talked about 3-way calls and chats. Reaching out, bringing those potentials in, letting your sponsor or your friend get together with them. That third-party validation goes a long way, guys. Sometimes they won't listen to you, but they will listen to somebody else. So utilize those 3-way calls and chats with your sponsors. Like I said, stay up to date on the team pages, and interaction and stuff like that. Make sure you're spending time just feeding yourself. You don't want to just have information to throw out there. We want to keep putting in information. So keep your funnel full at all times. Watching a training video, you can do that once or twice a day. Like I said, while you're commuting to work, while you're putting on your makeup, taking a shower, take a few minutes to listen to a training call. If you don't know where to find those, ask. There's tons on our team page, but there's also so many more out there that you can listen to as well. Stay connected, building relationships with people on and off social media, but investing in others, building those relationships. We are relationship marketing. A lot of people call us network marketing, direct sales. I don't like direct sales. I don't think we are direct sales, really. I really think we are more relationship marketing, because we want to know people. We want to get to know people. We want to help them. We want to nurture them along the way. So building relationships is very important. We talked about, getting a silver, that being kind of the first rank in the company that gets you a bonus and gets you about $5,000 a year. The power of three. We want to reach out. We want to get three people, and then we want to teach and train them to go get their three, and just keep duplicating that over and over. Building your team as wide as you can, helping them build their teams as wide as they can. If you need help on exactly, okay, I'm going to sit down. I have 1 hour each day. I'm going to break it up 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the evening. I'm going to take my lunch break, whatever that looks like for you. You need to know exactly, what do I need to do? Here's a great monthly IPA sheet that you can use. Or this is actually a daily IPA action sheet, but it kind of helps you starting off in the morning. I've, using my quiet time, my prayer, going over positive affirmations, reaching out to a few people, telling people happy birthday on Facebook. That increases your social media fan base and stuff like that. Relationship building on Facebook, contacting 5 new people a day, following up with prospects, different stuff like that. This gives you accountability. This is, writing it down, keeping up with it. If that helps you, use it. There's a few others in the team page as well. If you need help finding those, let us know. I believe, there's also a new one in our back office. We have a connections list. We've talked about making a list of people, writing down everybody you know and can think of, having their name written down on a piece of paper. It makes a big difference. But in your virtual office, I can't remember exactly where it's at right now. I'm trying to visualize and see it, but I don't see it right now. But it's in your virtual office. It's somewhere under product sharing, maybe, or somewhere in your knowledge base. But we have a connection 64 where you write your people's names down and you put them in different categories to help you, so you can reach out to those people. There's also a daily IPA sheet that includes like drinking water and calories and working out and what to do each day to grow your business. So if you want to print those out and write those down and use them, you can make copies, you can put them in a binder, or you can do it all on your phone. I do most of mine happens on my phone. I have lists on my notepad that I utilize, my prospect list, and I make little notes out to the side, what we've talked about, if I reached out to them, how many times I've reached out to them, and I keep up with a lot of it on Messenger. So whatever works best for you, but we are here to help you learn and grow, and we want to see you be successful. So whatever success looks like for you is what we want for you. So however we can help you do that, that's what we want to do. So do not hesitate to reach out to Stephanie or myself. Do not hesitate to utilize that team page. It's yours as well as it is ours. We created it for you so that we could communicate with you, so that we could grow with you, and we could congratulate you and celebrate with you when you reach goals and things like that. So we want to be a part of your lives and your business in every way that we can, and we want to see you succeed. So I hope that you learned something tonight that will help you grow your business. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I will post this recording on our team page, and it will be there for you to utilize for yourself and to go back and take notes if need be, and for you to also send to your new ambassadors. So we're glad that you have decided to join Plexus, and we're excited to help you celebrate your success along the way. Until next time, God bless. Go Plexus. Night, everybody.